Hello and welcome to What the Heck is Going On in the Denver Housing Market. This is my monthly market update series where I give you every single thing I think you should know, whether you are considering buying or selling. It doesn't even matter if you're doing it immediately. It's still really good to know what's going on in the real estate market to help guide your decision making. And you are not going to want to miss this one because I've got really helpful information whether you are buying or selling that's going to give you a crystal clear vision of what the market looks like here in Denver in 2023. If you're new to my channel, what is up? My name is Torrey Drake. I'm a local Denver realtor. As you probably imagine, my channel is all about giving you a monthly market update. I do lots of new construction home tours and community tours as well. Let's go ahead and dive into the market update, guys. So before we get really specific, let's take a bird's eye view of the Denver market because we are outpacing a lot of the country in terms of how hot our market is. And the main number that reflects that is the fact that we saw 5% appreciation in February of this year alone, 5% over a 10-year average. The average appreciation we see in a year is about 6%. So we saw 5% alone in February and 2% in April. So our market is staying very, very hot. And yes, interest rates are high. So why is appreciation happening? Well, even if interest rates are high, people still need to buy and sell homes. Not every person buys or sells a home based on interest rates. And if you think about it, people move to Denver and Colorado for the mountains, the weather, the lifestyle, and interest rates do not affect those, so people are going to keep moving here. Demand is high. How high is demand? Because it's easy to say that demand's high. Well, what does that actually mean? Well, my two favorite numbers to throw out there to put that into perspective is we have about, on average, on any given day, about 4,000 properties for sale in the greater Denver area across all price points, 4,000 homes. On a weekly average right now, we're averaging about 16,000 showings a week. 16,000 showings a week versus 4,000 properties. Now, that being said, buyers look at more than one property. So I'm not saying it's 16,000 buyers. Some buyers look at 10 properties a weekend, but overall it's pretty easy to see that the demand is higher than our supply, and in any industry, when supply is low and demand is high, prices go up, and thus that 5% appreciation in February and 2% in April. So that's the really high bird's eye view of what's going on in the Denver market. Let's get really specific for sellers and buyers. For sellers, the average days to sell is 27 days. That's the average. The median, which I think is more accurate and I like sharing more, is 7 days on market. Why are those numbers so different? Well, because most homes are selling and selling very quickly. They're selling in those 3 to 5 to 6 to 7 days. However, there's always going to be those sellers that just price way too high, or there's some other factors in there that just causes homes not to sell, skewing those numbers. So if a home is priced well and prepared for market well, it's selling usually in 7 days or less, but it also depends on where in Denver you are. The odds of selling right now is 65%. If you take all the homes in Denver that are listed, put on the market, the ones that are selling, you have about a 65% chance, which sounds low, but once again, if you do a great job preparing your home for market and price it well, you're most likely going to sell within 7 days. And that number, 65%, is totally on par with where we normally are in Denver. If you look at the past 10 years, even in 2020 and 2021, the hottest market we've ever seen in history, we only got to 85%. You'd think it was 100, right? It was only 85. Moving on, the average list to sold price ratio is about 99.11%. So we'll just say 99%. So on average, homeowners are selling in 7 days or less, and they're getting on average 99% of their asking price. By the way, if you are finding this information helpful and valuable, do your boy a solid, hit like and hit subscribe. And maybe consider checking me out on Instagram and TikTok because I'm active on there every single day. Let's talk about buyers. If you're considering buying a home in Denver, here are some things I think you should know. Number one, interest rates are fluctuating around 6 to 7%. So definitely speak to a lender and see where your interest rates are landing at, keeping in mind they're going to be unique to everybody. The amount of homes for sale is about 4,600 as of the recording of this video, but they're fluctuating around 4,200 to 4,800 homes for sale in Denver for all price points, greater Denver area. So you don't have a ton of options, but keep in mind new homes hit the market every single week. It's just that it's not that we don't have a lot of homes for sale, it's that we get a lot of new homes for sale every week and they get sold. A lot of new homes for sale every week and then they get sold. So you do have options, you might just need to be a little bit more patient. And as you may be suspecting, yes, multiple offer situations are fairly common right now, especially for the best prepared homes in each price bracket. Of course, in each price bracket, some homes are going to have better photography, better staging, just be in better condition, better location. Those homes, the 10 out of 10 homes in each price bracket, are more often than not getting in those multiple offer situations. So just expect that if you are also shopping for the best homes in each price bracket. If you feel like you want to avoid multiple offer situations, I recommend maybe avoiding those 10 out of 10 homes in the price bracket, and maybe going for the ones that aren't in the exact perfect location or don't have the best photography or maybe need a little bit of updating, just to avoid those multiple offer situations. But of course, that also depends on what area you're looking in. Other areas are hotter than others. Last but not least, where do I think the real estate market is going to go the rest of 2023? I think we are going to continue to see competition ramp up in terms of buyer demand, meaning more and more buyer demand, all the way through about 4th of July. And from around there, I think we're going to taper off, and appreciation will either flatline or we'll see a little depreciation. Why do I think that? Because it's what we've seen every single year for the past 10 plus years in Denver, where we see intense demand January through July. We see the bulk of our appreciation that first half of the year. And then as we get closer to holidays, less buyers in the market, less sellers in the market. And since there's less buyers, homeowners need to usually drop the price to attract buyers, and that's a cycle we go through. So up until July 4th, I think competition will be higher for buyers, then it will be more advantageous to sell. And then the second half of the year, I think there's going to be less buyers and homeowners may lose a little, have slight depreciation maybe, but I'm still very confident that home prices will be up at the end of 2023 compared to where we started. Well, that wraps up the April market update, guys. Torrey Drake, Denver Realtor. Hope you found this helpful. If you have questions, I would love to hear from you. My contact information is in the YouTube description below, so feel free to reach out to me. Consider checking me out on Instagram and TikTok. I'm super active on there and posting a lot of fun, quick home tours, some sassy content, pictures of my cute 7-pound Pomeranian. So check me out on there, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Hit like, hit subscribe, and I will see you on the next video.